ultimately, what's important is for all of the people at the holy sites, including all the worshippers of the holy site, to feel that their religious liberties are being respected. Obviously, this is a complex issue. We do understand legitimate security concerns, but on the other hand, it is important that the status quo at the sites be retained. So this is part of a discussion, and we certainly hope that the various parties on the ground will treat each other's concerns with sensitivity as they resolve this issue.
Follow
Yes.
up on that. Whenever an occupation soldier is killed in the West Bank or in the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Secretary General is quick to condemn the killing and considers or labels it as a terrorist attack. Whereas a child today, 7-year-old, was killed by a settler sniper in the vicinity of the mosque, and of course we did not hear any condemnation, or even unless we asked, this wouldn't have been mentioned in this briefing. Why is this double standard in dealing with the Palestinian blood and the Israeli blood?
Either side accuses us of this, depending upon our concerns for one side or the other. We are concerned about all of the violence against all of the people, and we deplore any violence that harms anyone, including this child. What we need to do, though, is to study the situation and see what is the most helpful step forward. And for some of the issues like this, issues of great sensitivity, it's hard to tell right away what is the best response to an immediate action. Obviously, we want all sides to avoid any steps that could lead to further violence, that could lead to further tensions. How they will deal with each other is a complex issue, but Mr. Mladenov and his colleagues on the ground are studying it. You'll have seen that he did issue a statement on this yesterday, and if there's any follow-up statements that need to be issued, we'll take that into due consideration.
Follow up.
Hold on.
On the same
Hold on.
topic.
He has
I
a
haven't
question on the
finished.
same.
I haven't finished, Mustafa.
Now, are you condemning the Palestinians killing today?
Obviously, we're very concerned about the death of anyone. We need to find out more details about what's happened, but the deaths of anyone, including the very young and people who are simply gathered to worship, is deplorable. Yes.
Just follow. Well, the Al-Aqsa Mosque has been subject to many attacks since occupation. Once it was burnt altogether, incinerated by settlers. And every now and then the settlers attack the worshippers. The security, the Israeli security also attack the worshippers. This is systematic. Shouldn't the Secretary General call for something a protection to this area, if he wants the status quo to remain as it is?
As you know, at the holy sites in the old city of Jerusalem, there's a role for Israel. There's a role played by Jordan. We, of course, respect the work that the parties have done to try to make sure that the holy sites are preserved and that people have access to them. And we hope that the status quo, as the parties, such as the Israelis and the Jordanians, have handled the situation, can be maintained.
One last question on the subject.
Hold on,
the
there's a number of questions on the same
subject.
topic. Okay, you and then Edie.
Okay. Does the Secretary General consider what's happening today and in the last few days as a threat to international peace and security, since this is a very sensitive area which can incinerate the whole region?
We want the parties to be able to deal with this and to de-escalate the situation so that there is no threat to anyone there.